take a look at my latest addition to our accessories. That's right, this is going to be the Topeak bag and rack system. Stick around and we'll show you how this goes on, give you a little more information about it. So this is what comes with this. You've got your braces right here. You've got your bag of hardware. This is going to be a rear light mount that will go on, of course, your instructions. And if you look right here, these screws, that makes this, gives some adjustability to it. Right here, this is the heart of everything, is this little dovetail. And so let's go ahead and put this on the bike and we'll show you what this is all about. All right, I've already done a little bit of prep work. One of the first things that I'm going to do, and I'm just going to show you because I've already done it, is I'm just going to spray a little bit of WD-40 on one of these screws, and I'm going to run it in to each one of the holes here that I'm going to mount. That's just to clean them out. So that's already been done, and I already attached one screw to each one of the braces here, and I set it back at the same distance and bent that down a little bit to get it close. I also lowered down right here a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and mount this thing up real quick. And I've got all my parts here sitting in a little magnetic bowl because I don't want to lose them. And so we're just going to set this on. Of course, I took the seat off so we can see what's going on a little bit better. I'm actually going to get this started on the gear shift sensor side. And I'm watching the other side to make sure that that thing doesn't go in there and clock my brake or anything like that. And so we're just going to sort of get it started there a little bit, make sure that it's not crossed or anything. I'm using on this bike the forward-most mounted holes. Okay, that's started in there. Now we're going to get another one here, and you get one screw and one washer. And we'll pop it on this other side here. Again, just loose for right now. Okay, that started in there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to drop one screw and one washer. Whoop, not that screw, that one was already in the bowl when I picked it up. But this one, I will say, ironically, all of the hardware that comes with this is a 5mm Allen head. And it's going to be metric. I forget what the metric equivalent is, but I think it's 5/16 nuts on there. But the ones that are bracing it right here is a 4mm hex head. And I wasn't really watching what I was doing when I did that, and I kind of fussed around with it for a little bit. And so wait a minute, it ain't fitting. Now I believe I would be able to get by just fine with just these two screws up here. But if I can put the other two in there, If they reach, I'm going to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this thing up and set it up here where everything is level, because I want to have it pitched forward just a little tiny bit. And let's see, if I bring it that far forward, that's maybe a little too far forward. So I might just go, you know, I think we will put the 2 in there just to say we did it 100% correct. Now this is going to be where things start to get a little bit fussy, because I'm going to see about straightening that out a little bit. No, not going to be able to straighten that out. Now what I've got to do is put that washer on there, and then put the nut on top of that. And just what I was thinking, I'm sitting right over top of a board deck here. I got so lucky that time that it didn't fall through. See what I mean about being a little fussy? But if I can just get that puppy started just a little bit. There we go. The fussing with that one is over. So let's go to the other one. Well, looky here, they even gave me an extra washer. They knew who they were sending this to. You know, when I go to a fancy restaurant, they always give me an extra spoon or an extra fork, just because they know I'm going to drop one of them. So let's see if we can grab that. In classic fashion, it's trying to cross on me. There it goes, I believe. I think that's it. And so we will go ahead and see just how far back this thing will go. That's as far back as it's going to go, because we're all the way to the end. So let's make sure we're not pitched too far forward. I don't know. That's pretty far forward. So I think I'm going to go with one. Yeah, I'm going to go with just one screw in the back here. That's all we really need anyway. Then I'll have spare parts. And we can always come back and lengthen this if need be. Now, Topeak does have some longer extensions that you can get. I didn't really think I was going to need them for this, and so I didn't have them send them out with it. But let's get this back to where it's pretty straight. Watch yourself there for just a second. That looks a little bit better, just a very slight tip forward. And we're going to go ahead and snug that up. Snug that up. You want to make sure, and it should not with this, but you want to make sure that you don't go all the way through with these bolts and get into your chain cassette or into your brakes. I don't think most bikes would have any issue at all with that, but some may have a real thin spot down there that you're bolting to, and that could be an issue. All right. So everything is tightened down. Now I want to go back through it one more time. I like to, when there's a nut and bolt, I like to tighten the nut part last so that you're not trying to tighten through the friction on the side of all the parts. Now we've still got to put our tail light mounting bracket on there if we choose to. There we go. But I believe that is it right there. We are mounted. What, 5-minute job? 10-minute job maybe? Let's go ahead. Good. And good. And we are good to go. So let's see how the bag and everything works on there. Okay, so what we have here is the Topeak MTX bag. Now I was not looking for a huge bag. I'm not touring, and so I got the smallest one that they had. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Now it does come with a shoulder strap. Shoulder strap has some hooks on the top and the front and the back. All right, and you've got 2 compartments inside here. Now this is velcroed on one side. I think this is actually velcroed on 2 sides, so you can move this around in any configuration that you need, or you can take it out completely. So that's actually a pretty cool little touch right there. You've also got up on the top here a sleeve. Now you've got your handle right here, but you've also got a sleeve right here that when I run to the end of the drive and get the mail, it could tuck right down into there. We also have 2 sides pockets on here, and these are going to be good for things like your driver's license, you know, that type of thing, or just a mesh side right here. Those are pretty snug. You're going to want to have something small. My first thought, GoPro batteries. Good ones on one side, dead ones on the other. That's my first thought for that. You also have a bottle holder on the back with a drawstring right here that can tighten it down onto it. And there is a loop that you can clip your lights to on here. And again, here is a shoulder strap. Of course, this is the nice thing about this whole thing, and what I was so excited about was just this this dovetail plastic clip on here. Just a great idea. And let's take it out there and show you how it works. So here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see the beauty of this whole system. See, when you want to put your bag on there, well, you just line up this dovetail, slide it on, and you're ready to go. It is locked in solid. When you get to where you're going, push down the button, slide it out. You can put the shoulder strap on if you want. Go ahead and take it with you. When you're ready to go again, it's just a very simple matter of popping it right back on there. It's not like I've used this thing a bunch of times, but you see how quickly I learned to do it. And it's such a simplistic idea. It is just fabulous. I really want to thank Topeak for collaborating with us on this. They sent us out the rack, and I want to thank them. And I know the rest of you guys out there, you're sitting there thinking, well, Blaine, that's wonderful. That's a pretty cool bag. Yeah, I really like that, but my e-bike already has a rack. Why in the world would I go buy a new one? Well, that's the other beauty of this. You see, Topeak also sells an adapter that is basically just this dovetail, and the bar's up here, and you can mount it. It's got mounting hardware with it. You can mount that right onto your bag or right onto your rack, and you have the same exact deal as this right here. That was one of the things we was really excited about when we found this system right here. So I think that's going to wrap it up. I'll be letting you guys know what we put in here and things like that. And check the description below for the links to all this stuff. And yeah, we're going to catch you on the next one, Internet. Till that next one, hey, this is Southern E-Biking telling you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels turning. Once again, we're out.